Right. Hello and welcome to our fifth podcast, and this week we are
focusing on Digipaks.
Yeah, focusing on Digipaks.
No, we started off by researching Digipaks, how they're made, the history of them. We even had a guest speaker come in from a company called
WeWow
Media.
Yeah, WeWow Media, who explained the history, a lot of kind of facts and figures, and explained that Digipaks were on the rise, which is one of the reasons why we have to produce one.
It's kind of our reason of using incorporating new media into our project.
Yeah. Well, we looked at some Digipaks that we'd had, such as Biffy Clyro's Any Revolutions,
Linkin Park's Meteora,
the XX's self-titled album, the XX, and we took a bit of inspiration from like the layout into our own. Which we started to create a prototype. Basically, we did it quite spur of the moment. We came up with an idea of having a two-panel digipack with two what do you call them? Flaps, basically. So
very similar to the original vinyl designs.
Yeah. So one we could put the actual CD in, and the other we could put it in a booklet
with lyrics and artwork,
or a poster booklet. We haven't decided on that yet.
Right, so we've come up with our concept of to link it to the music video. On the front cover, we show our protagonist, which is influenced from the Touching from a Distant book cover image.
And not the Arctic Monkeys album.
No. We show him smoking a cigarette with terraces, or possibly on our final piece, council flats behind him. This shows like a confinement, whereas on the back we show him with, ideally this is going to be filmed from top of Malham Cove with like the landscape behind him. This is showing his extreme isolation. So it kind of matches the themes of the music videos, but again we didn't want it to be basically a still from the music videos because it's not professional or realistic. So for now, we went out and took our very rough photos of that idea. So
the first when we actually put it together, we had on the front cover a full image of it, and then on the back cover the full image from behind, and on the spine we had on white lettering on black, Joy Division and Disorder. Disorder being slightly bigger in italics. Now on to our second prototype for the actual artwork, to fit in with quite a lot of Joy Division's old album covers. We've basically shrunk the image and put a black background
with a white outlined border, which is which was commonly used on the Unknown Pleasures album and Love Will Tear Us Apart single. So it's kind of like a recurring theme which Joy Division has done, and we wanted to redo to help the Joy Division's core market realise what we are doing.
Yeah, the inside of the Digipack is meant to be basically the inside of the protagonist's brain. So we've got like images of a brain, but they merge into images of Malham Cove and council flats again to link to the music video. We've also got a picture in there of Ian Curtis. We're not sure at the moment whether we'll actually be able to use that image or we may just reenact it ourselves with our protagonist.
We've also put on iconic lines from some of their songs on there using what was it called again, Johnny?
It's a tablet, drawing tablet.
Drawing tablet, so we can have like a kind of handwriting style and make it look a bit more kind of more open and more realistic than a typed font.
Yeah. Basically, they both worked pretty successfully. The second promo was the most successful, especially with audience that have already seen Joy Division's past things and have noticed a clear reference to them there.
Mm-hmm. Now, for any future prototypes, I think from now, we've got our idea, but when we come back to the Digipack later, we need to find ways of actually being able to produce these to a professional standard. So we've looked at using a CAD suite at school to print onto card.
We've also been given samples by the Digipack man to work off and gain our ideas on what kind of style of Digipack sleeves we want to create. So we use these in our drew outlines, cut them out, and we kind of have a more set idea on what we want to achieve with these samples and how we're going to use them in our final idea.
Yeah, we'll be moving away from the Digipaks for now. We've got our ideas. We may still use the first promo as on a special edition vinyl release, but that will be returned to at a later date. Over the next sort of week, what do we plan to do?
We're going to test out the HD cameras and how they can work to our advantage.
And then we're going back onto fully planning our music video to be shot in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I think. It's 2 weeks.
And a bit more location scouting as well. So a lot to do in the next week. Right.
Thank you very much.
Right.
And
Bye.
Bye.